small example. Eco energy is a small sutra. Eco energy. Here achi is a saptami vibhakti. Achi. I hope you know. So achi is a saptami vibhakti. So this eco energy is rule. When this rule will be applicable? Whenever the achi is followed by. Okay. Whenever achi is followed, then followed by, then the preceding word, preceding letter gets this action. The preceding letter is ik. The action is yan. Adesha. Adesha is yan. Sthani is ik. Here, generally the saptamyanta pada called as nimittam. One of the nimittams is saptamyanta pada. In some other cases, panchamyanta padam is also nimittam. Okay. Tasmin niti nirdishte purvasya. Wherever the saptamyanta word is there, then the action will be applicable to the preceding letter. Okay. Achi pare purvasya ikaha yan bhavati. Okay. That is one of the rules. And wherever panchami is there, then the action will be applicable to the next letter, following letter. Okay, tasmaditi uttarasya. Wherever panchamiyantam is there, then the action which is indicated by that sutra, that will be applicable to the next letter of that panchamiyanta pada. One small example. Udaha sthastambho purvasya. Udaha sthastambho. Udaha is panchamyantam. Udaha is panchamyantam. So purvasya savarna adesha. Adesha is savarna adesha. So what is the what is the part which gets this savarna adesha? Means this tasmad ityuttarasya sutra will be applicable there. Since udaha is panchamyantam, the following letter of udaha gets this savarna adesha. Okay. This is panchamyanta rule. So in generally in loka usage we do not have this. In loka usage panchamyantam has some specific meaning, saptamyantam has specific meaning, but both of them are not followed here. This is a specific grammatical understanding for vibhaktis. And there is shashtiyantam, shashti. In shashti, generally shashti means so many relations. To indicate relation, we do use shashti in our general usage. Wherever shashti is there, book of, when we say of, that must be Rama or Krishna or you, yours or mine, something else. When you hear this of or refers to yes, so this generally indicates some relation. But in Shastra, wherever the Shashti is there, that indicates Adesha Sthani relation. Okay, wherever Shashti is there, then there is a relation of Adesha or Sthani, one, another relation or Agama or Sthani. Either can be Agama or Adesha, both are possible. Whenever the Shashti is there. So three vibhaktis you should remember. Shashti has specific meaning. In sutras, we have to, when you observe any sutra, then you should see what is the vibhakti in this particular word of the particular sutra. We have to observe every word. Then you may get Panchami, Saptami, Shashti generally. So Panchami is like explaining one action, like one location of action. Saptami is explaining another location of action. Shashti is explaining another location of action. Okay, three vibhaktis. So agamas and adeshas also, like they are different types. They are different types. The one type is ekal adesha. Ekal adesha means one letter is eka. Al is letter ma. Al means hal. Hal lakara. The first letter is ayun akara. So al Yeah, all letters. So al adesha means the adesha which has only one letter. Okay, that is ekal adesha. Ekal adesha like yanadesha. Yanadesha, yada, lava, these are all four single letters. So these are all ekal adeshas. Okay. Sometimes the adesha has multiple letters, more than one. Sometimes three, sometimes four, sometimes maybe different numbers. If the adesha is having one letter, aladesha, then the adesha will be replacing the last letter of the first part. Okay. For example, Sudhi Upasya. Sudhi it is the first part, Upasya is the second part. Here Adesha is Yan. Yes. So Yan Adesha. Yan means here Yakara is Talavya, Ikara is also Talavya. So in the place of entire Sudhi, the last letter E only gets the Adesha. Okay. Since Adesha is only single letter. Okay. So E will be elided, Ya will be replaced. Then Sutyupasya, this is the first step. Okay, this is Ekal Adesha. In some cases, there are multiple Adeshas. For example, Aster Bhuhu. Asti, As Dhatu, Sthani, Adesha is Bhu. Bhu means Dhakara or Ukara, two letters. Two means more than one. So it is Anekal Adesha. Okay. As, entire As will be added, Bhu will be replaced. Okay. So that we have the Rupam of Bhu Dhatu is, As Dhatu is Babuva. As Dhatu Litlakara is Babuva, Bhu Dhatu Litlakara is also Babuva. Since it is Bhu Adesha. Okay. We have to understand the Adeshas, like how many letters are there in the Adeshas. If letter is like only single letter is there, that will be Antyadesha. Antyadesha means the last letter is only getting the Adesha. Okay. And if the Adesha is having many letters, more than one letters, then that is Sarvadesha. Okay, Sarvadesha means the entire Sthani will be highlighted, Adesha will be applicable. Okay. This is another Paribhasha. Are you getting me? Now we are discussing the Paribhashas. Okay. And in like it is a general case. Shastra follows one general and one special case. Generally, first sentence will be applicable to all. That is a general statement. There is some exception. There will be many exceptions in some cases. Okay. Last letter gets Adesha if the Adesha is only one letter Adesha. Okay, it is a general case. General case. There is exception. When the Adesha is having Mu, Kavaka Panchama Varna, Mu, then, okay, then, though it has multiple letters, it will be like replacing the last letter only. Okay. What is the general case? If the Adesha has multiple letters, the entire Sthani will be elided. That is the general case. But when the Adesha has a Nu, Nakara, Kavaka Pancham Varna, then only last letter will be replaced. Rest of the part will not be touched. Okay. This is what Micha. Micha is Sutram is there in Paribhasha Prakana. Micha means wherever the Adesha has Nu, Nakara as it, then the Adesha will be applicable to the last letter only, not to the entire Sthani. Okay. In some cases, Adesha has only one letter. but that also will be Sarvadesha. If the Adesha has Shu, Talamni Shakara, Shankara, Shakara, when there is Shankara Shakara as it, then though it is one letter, Adesha, it will be replacing the entire Sthani. Okay, clear? Anekal Chit Sarvasya. Anekal means if the Adesha has multiple letters, many letters, at the same time Shit. If the Adesha is Shit, then these two Sarvasya. Then Sarvasya Sthane Bhavati. Anekal Adesha, Chit Adesha, Sarvasya Sthane Bhavati. Okay. Alontyasya. Antyasya Alahasthane Adesho Bhavati. Okay, if the Adesha has only one letter. And Nitya. Nitya Adesha, though it is having multiple letters, it is applicable to the last letter only. Okay, this is a set of paribhashas. Okay, where to understand the location of Adesha. Okay.
I will send you in the same folder. The folder I upload previous year question paper also.
Okay.
You can see that and maybe next class, like tomorrow, you can tell me what I will be doing. Because if you see the question paper, you can just focus on some aspects and then we can
These are all basics. Whatever you read, this will come. Okay. These are all very basics. Whatever Sandhi you will be reading, you need to know some paribhashas. Paribhasha means a small rule. Without knowing these small rules, it is very difficult to understand any Sandhi upcoming prakaranas. Okay. Now I am not going into deep. Okay. Just as per your level, I am giving some glimpses later. Okay. Now we have covered so many paribhashas. You may remember. First Saptamyantam, Panchamyantam, Shashtyantam, 3 over. Whenever you read any sutra, then all these will come. You can understand easily. And Adesha, types of Adesha. Okay, if Adesha is one letter, generally that replaces the last letter. If Adesha has multiple letters, that replaces entire Sthani. If Adesha is one letter but it has Shu as it, then it replaces entire Sthani. If Adesha is having multiple letters but it has Nu as it, that also replaces the last letter only. So these are all set of paribhashas. Okay. Now, to understand any prakriya, we have to go through so many steps. It's like mathematics. When the problem is given, you may know the answer in different number of steps. Okay. Generally, I remember when I was studying in my 8th or 9th class, my mathematics teacher used to say. So he used to say, for example, a small sum is there in algebra. So we have to identify some x. Some numbers will be given. So we need to identify the x value. So he used to say in the class, for merit students, if you want to gain 10 out of 10 marks, you have to follow these 10 steps. When you follow these 10 steps, then you get 10 marks, 10 out of 10 marks. Some average students, he used to say to them, if you want to get at least 7 marks, so you should write these 7 steps. Leave about 10 steps. Need not to bother about entire 10. Just fix to this 7. For below average students, he used to say, Baba, read these 3 steps. When you write these 3 steps, you will get 3 or 4. You may not get 10, but you will get 3 marks. You will get passed. So, in that same way, Prakriya also follows. I am telling this. Prakriya, when you write 10 steps, that is a deep processing. But as per your standards, writing 10 steps is maybe as per our time, with limitations of the time, we cannot follow 10 steps. At least we should follow 3 or 4 so that you can pass easily. You understand now? So when we see Siddhanta Kaumudi, all steps will be given. Sutyupasya, one rupam is there. For the same Sutyupasya, more than 10 12 sutras. There are Sutyupasya, Sutyupa, 4 rupas will be there. If you study 4 rupas, Sutyupasya, Sutyupasya, when these two combine, 4 types of Sutyupasya rupas will come. Two thakaras, 2 yakaras. Su, after that su, 2 dhakaras and 2 yakaras. Then rupasya. This is first rupa. 2 dhakaras and 2 yakaras. After that, 2 dhakaras, 1 yakara. 2 dhakaras and 1 yakara. After that, 1 dhakara, 2 yakaras. After that, 1 dhakara, 1 yakara. You understand? So for these, how these 2 dhakaras come, how these 2 yakaras come, okay, we have to write sutras for each and everything. It is difficult as per your time limitations. For a general case, you can write dhakara is there, after dhakara e is there, after ikara, since ach is being followed, so ikara replaced by yakara. Then Sutyupasya. Here 1 dhakara, 1 yakara only came. Okay. It means 4th rupa we derived first. We have derived 4th rupa. There 1 yakara and 1 dhakara only are there. Then the dhakara gets duplication, dvitvam. And these are all big processes. What will happen to dhakara, what will happen to yakara, how the dhakara gets the dhakara. These are very, very big steps. So you need not to strictly bother through that. If you want to get 10 out of 10 marks, you can go through that. Otherwise, just learn dhakara is there, after ikara is there. So equivalency sutra will be applicable here. In the place of ikara, yakara will be adesha. This is a small way for us. Okay, in the same way, all rupas have a systematic prakriya of 5 to 10 steps. When you go to Siddhanta Kaumudi, then take Sanchi prakriya the same way, that is the pattern. So when you open that old question papers or important rupas, with the help of them, we can explain in a short way so that you can remember. Before that, you have to recite sutras. Siddhanta Kaumudi. Sutras you should not skip. If you want to get 3 steps also, you should recite sutras. These sutras you may find the same sutras are there in Lava Siddhanta Kaumudi and Siddhanta Kaumudi also. First you recite them. You open that Siddhanta Kaumudi and Lava Siddhanta Kaumudi. You list out the sutras which are there in Siddhanta Kaumudi and Lava Siddhanta Kaumudi up to Panchasandhis. Okay, hardly they will be 30 to 40, I hope so. You list out them and recite them. Okay, after that recitation, we can go through some famous examples. After that, some Karaka Prakarana is required. Understanding vibhaktis and the usages of vibhaktis. When we have to use vibhakti, that is there in your first paper. First you do this. You understand? First open this first book and second book. So list out the same sutras and recite them. If you understand, that's quite better. If you don't understand, you try to recite.
Nice.
Otherwise, you ask me. We will discuss.
Okay.
Okay. You do this. I hope when you keep these two books and work hardly, this is a work of like listing may be required 1.5 hours or 2 hours. Reciting them may be required 1 day or 1.5 day. You just complete this task and call me after that.
Okay. Tomorrow evening we'll have Nodi 5 o'clock.
First you recite them. List out the sutras, the same sutras which are there in the first book and second book. List out them. We don't know how many actually they are. So first list out them. Then you call me. Okay. Okay. When you complete before tomorrow's evening, you can see.
Okay. So fully all sutras.
Open the first book. Hardly Panchasandhis will be having the Panchasandhis in Lalsita only around 100 sutras will be there. We need not to recite 100, but at least we should recite 50 or 70 to get past.
Okay.
When we become more lazy to recite 70 also, it is different. 70 is not a big number. If the number will be 70, that also is not a big number. First list out, then let me know. If you are ready, then you will see tomorrow evening. Then you may like open Paribhasha Prakarana, whatever we discussed today, you get them also.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.